Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakathum to the Akim. Yahweh Shemala Thah Bahashim Yahweh Shai to all the sisters out there. You're tuning in to the I.S.U.P.K. Fayetteville, North Carolina. Once again, the I.S.U.P.K. started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Operate up under command of Jenny Hunter. This morning, we're about to conduct the Sabbath service. We do this in tradition and honor to our fathers, you understand, and where we come from as Israelites, according to the Bible. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian are God's chosen people, the real Jews of antiquity that is in the Bible. If you do not understand that, please feel free to log into our classes at www.I.S.U.P.K. That's the website, or you can look at the YouTube at 1 West Online Classes. And with that, we're going to conduct the Sabbath service.
SHALAM.
So Wapan Yakwadam, which means stand and turn to the east. We're gonna do the prayers we're gonna do them in the Hebrew and in English.
It's the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa. Shema Shemayim. Kodash. Haya. Shemka. Yahweh. Malatuka. Taba'ah. Ratazayaka. Haya. Aisha. Baharataza. Kawa. Haya. Bashemayim. Matadalanawa. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalakdawa. Kawabatinawa. Kasalakdawa. Kawabatinawa. Wala'ah. Tabi'ayanawa. Manasaya 1. Abal. Hashayanawa. Mayan. Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwith, Waha'ala, Warathaparth, Lawalamya, Aman.
In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. We forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it.
It's a prayer for the power. Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Baba Kasha, Nathalanawa, Hakak, Larpa'ah, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamatazarium, Hakak, Lahakwium, Hamathium, Hakak, Arakawath, Hatama'ala, Lagarashan, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the water Aman.
In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power, the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
So blessed in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shai?
Why Yahweh Shai?
Why Maka'ala?
Why Maka'ala?
Why Alahayim?
Why Alahayim?
Batazabaya
Batazbaya.
Alawap Yahanna.
Alawap Yahanna.
Ha Alawap
Alawap
Hasaranya.
Hasaranya.
Hakwatazayanya.
Hakwatazayanya.
Hakoyoyo.
Hakoyoyo.
Why Akwatya?
Why Akawatya?
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Why Shim Yahweh Shai?
Why Hashem Yahweh Shai?
The water man.
The water man. In English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General YAHANNA. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
Psalms 121. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Ahahariam. Mahayan. Yaba'ah. Azaria. Ma'ain. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayam. Waharataza. Al Yathan. Lamawat. Regalka. Al Yanawam. Shamaraka. Hanala'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Al Yad. Yamyaka. Yawamam. Hashamash. Lahakaya. Layakaka. Wayarak. Walayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makarai. Yashamar. After Pashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Tazaathka. Wabaaka. Mayata. Ma'ayalam.
Psalm 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yashala shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
Psalms 83. Alahayim. Adama Yalaka. Al Takarash. Wa Al Tashakwat. Al Kayahana. Al Wabyaka. Yahama Yawan. Ra'ash. Al Imaka. Yarmwa. Sawada. Wayata. Ya'ai Tazawa. Al Tazapamwaka. Amarwa. Lakawa. Wakakiram. Magawaya. Wala Yasakar. Sham Yasha'ala. Iwada. Kaya. Nawataza. Laba. Yakadwa. Al Yaka. Bariath. Yakarathwa. Alahaya. Alawam. Wa Yashamai. Alahayam. Mawa'aba. Wahagarium. Gabal. Wayamawan. Wayamalak. Palashath. Amyashabya. Tazawar. Gamashawar. Nalawa. Imam. Hayawa. Zarawa. Labanya Lawat. Selah. Aishalaham. Kamadian. Kasaya Sarah. Kayabian. Banakal. Kwashwan. Neshadwawa. Bayandaira. Hayawa. Daman. Nada Ama. Shayatamwa. Nada Yarab. Karab. Wakazabaa. Wakazabak. Wakatazal. Mana'ai. Kaunaya Samwa. Ashar. Amarawa. Nayarashah. Lanawa. Ath. Nayawath. Alahayam. Alahaya. Shayatamwa. Kagalgala. Kakwash. Lapanya Raka. Ka'ash. W Ira. Wakalahaba. Dalhat. Harayam. Kantar Datma. Basa Iraka. Wabasa. Wapathka. Tabahalam. Mala'a. Panyaham. Kwalawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shimka. Yahweh. Yabashwa. Wayabalawa. Adya'i. Wayakaparwa. Wayabadwa. Wayadayawa. Kayatha. Shimka. Yahweh. Labadka. Ayawan. Al-Karataza.
Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yashala may be in no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with his inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They are hoping the children of Lot, Selah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, at to Sisir, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kason, would perish at Endor. They came as dung for the earth, make their nobles like Harel and like Zaher, yea, all their princes as Abah and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel that stumble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flames set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So, Yashab mean be seated in the Hebrew. Right now, this is your time to go ahead and look in the scriptures. Pull out the blue letter Bible, and you can read along in the ancient. And if you have any question about anything that we're reading, feel free to type it into the chat, Baba Kusha.
Are we in the book of Exodus, chapter 8? We left off last week, verse 30. We in verse 31. The book of Exodus, chapter 8, and verse 31. Let me get there. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 8, and verse 31 in the Hebrew. Y-A-I-S, Yahweh, Kadabar, Masha'ah, Y-A-S-A-R, Hayarab, Mapara'aya, Ma'arewa, Wama'amawa, La'ah, Nasha'ar, Akkad, Y-A-Kabar, Para'ai, Ath, Ladawa, Gam, Bapa'ain, Haza'ath, Wala'ah, Shalak, Ath, Ha'ain. Verse 9:1. Wayamar, Yahweh, Al, Masha'ah, Ba'ah, Al, Para'ai, Wadabarath, Alewa, Ka'ah, Amor, Yahweh, Alahaya, Ha'abarayam, Shalak, Ath, Amaya, Wayabar, Danaya, Kaya, Ma'an, Atha, Lashalak, Wa'awadak, Makazakwath, Kam, Bam, Hana'ah, Yad, Yahweh, Hawayaha, Bamanakwa, Ashar, Bashada'ah, Basawai Sayam, Bakamarayam, Bagama Layam, Wabakora, Wabatazaan, Dabar, Kabad, Ma'ad. So verse 6, okay. Wahagalah, Yahweh, Bayam, Makwana'ah, Yashara'ala, Wabayan, Makwana'ah, Matazaria, Wala'ah, Yamawath, Makalah, Labanya, Labanya, Yasha'ala, Debar, Wayasham, Yahweh, Mawa'id, La'amar, Makar, Yaisha'ah, Yahweh, Hadabar, Haza'ah, Ba'arataza, Waya'ash, Yahweh, Ath, Hadabar, Haza'ah, Mamakarath, Wayamath, Kal, Makwana'ah, Matazarium, Wamamakwana'ah, Banya, Yasha'al, La'ah, Math, Makad, Wayashalak, Para'ah, Wahana'ah, La'ah, Math, Mamakwana'ah, Yasha'ala, Aid, Hakad, Wayabadar, Labah, Para'aya, Wala'ah, Shalak, Ath, Ha'ayam. Verse 7, my fault. This is the book of Exodus. This book of Exodus, chapter 8 and verse 31 in the English. And the Most High did according to the word of Moses, and he removed the swarms of flies from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people. There remained not one. And Pharaoh hardened his heart at this time also.
So remember, these are the plagues that the Lord is, hitting Egypt with. And Moses is Moses is showing the power that the Most High has through the small things that in the earth. Today, you get one fly on you and you just lose your damn mind. You know what I'm saying? You just trying to get it off. The Lord let an enormous amount of flies plague Egypt, and they was losing their mind, man. Go ahead.
Come. And Pharaoh hardened his heart at this time also, neither would he let the people go. Book of Exodus chapter 9 and verse 1. Then the Most High said unto Moses, go in unto Pharaoh and tell him, thus saith the Most High power of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me. For if thou refuse to let them go and wilt hold them still, verse 3, behold, the hand of the Most High is upon thy cattle, which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the asses, upon the camels, upon the oxen, upon the sheep, there shall be a very grievous murrain.
A murrain is an infectious disease that plagues specifically animals or cattle, you understand? So the Lord is very specific about his instruction about what he wants done. Very, very specific about how he wants things done in order. And he's going to tell you when, where, who, why, you know what I'm saying? Right. He's going to give you very detailed instructions about how he wants things done. And this is what he's telling Pharaoh. Go ahead.
Go on, verse 4. And the Most High shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt.
So this lets you know right here, as Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, the true children of Israel, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, the Lord there has always been a difference. There's always been a difference. It's us that's thinking that the other nations around us have value. And we look at the value that they have because we are stricken with poverty on all fronts. So anything that we see anybody does is absolutely amazing to us because we don't see the value in ourselves, because everything that we would have to ourselves has been taken away. We don't have a language. We don't have a military. We don't have the banks or the infrastructure that any nation on earth was supposed to have. It's their right to have it.
Right.
And the Lord this allows you to see that, guess what? Even though we was in Egypt, we were not in Egypt. You understand?
Right.
They understand these things were still separate. But in this empire today that we live in under the oppressor, you think that Martin Luther King taught us that it was great for us to integrate every single thing.
Right.
So that way, we don't understand that integration, when something affects America, because we are joined to it, guess what? We're going to receive her plagues. That's why the scripture says what? Come out of her. Right. And we understood this in Egypt. Salakia, go ahead.
Khan. Verse 4, and the Most High shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt, and there shall nothing die of all that is in the children, and shall nothing die of all that is the children of Israel.
This is my brother right here. So y'all heard the emphasis that he placed on this. You will only know to place emphasis on this, knowing that you are the greatest people that's on the face of the earth, that's man. Right. That's the reflection that you hear in my brother's voice when he read that. That is something that you would never hear out of your filthy Christian pastor mouth, right. Man. He teaches that everything is together and God loves everybody. He does not. They don't read the scripture the way my brother just read that scripture. I promise you, you've never heard nobody say that before. Right. You've never heard anybody say nothing shall be done of the children of Israel. The emphasis that is placed on the context that the notes there's a separation between us and everybody else is only taught in I.S.U.P.K, man. Right. And that's what you're going to get the truth of the Bible. Salakia, go here, brother.
Khan, verse 5. And the Most High appointed a set time, saying, tomorrow the Most High shall do this thing in the land. Verse 6. And the Most High did that thing on the morrow, and all the cattle of Egypt died.
So that's how you know the Lord is not playing. Not only did he give Pharaoh specific instructions about what he wanted his people to do, he also said, if you're not going to do that, this is what I am going to do. And it holds true to this day. If you believe in the Bible and you understand the story of Egypt, when the Lord gives us instructions at Deuteronomy, with us keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, do you not think you're going to get away from affliction? You understand? That's why we teach our people to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Right. If you believe in the story of Egypt, you should believe in keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. And the Most High is a man of war and a man of his word, man. Right. That's it.
Verse, but of the cattle of the children of Israel died not one.
That's why we say, listen, if you come into the I.S.U.P.K, you learn your culture, you learn your true identity, you do what you're supposed to do, the Most High gonna look out for you. He gonna look out, and he also gonna show you the difference between you and everybody else. Don't place no value in that old life. Don't place no value in the thing that you used to be, because that thing that you used to be was just like that the same prideful thing that Pharaoh had in his heart. And the Lord said, this is what you're gonna do for my people. And when you join with America, that pride that you had was only helping you in America. It wasn't helping you and your people. And here you learn your true identity so you can learn how to help your people. And that doesn't mean always giving. The strength that you exhibit from day to day by the things that you don't do anymore allows our people to see that there's a difference between you and everybody else that's in the world. But if you're not going to do that, when them plagues come upon America, don't be surprised that you be afflicted as well. That's it.
Come. I'm gonna read 7 because I read. And Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one of the cattle of the Israelites dead, and the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people go. This book of Exodus, chapter 9 and verse 8. Wayamar Yahweh al Mashah Wala'ah Wa'al Aharon Kwakawa Lakam Mala'ah Kapana Yakam Payaka Payak Kabashan Wazarakawa Masha Hashemayama La'ai Yanaya Paraiah Waha Yaha Lahabak Al Kal Rataza Matazarium Wahayaha. Al. Ha'adam. Slaki. Ha'adam. Wa'al. Habahama'a. Lashakayan. Para'ah. Abba I Ba'ith. Bakal. Arataza. Matazarium. It's 10. Pull this up a little bit. Wayakwakwa. Ath. Payak. Habak. Slakia. Hakab. Habak. Slakia. Hakab. Hakab Shan. Wayamadwa. Lapanya. Para'ai. Wazayarak. Athwa. Masha'ah. Hashemayama. Wayahaya. Shakayan. Slakia. Aba'ith. Parak. Ba'adam. Waba'ama'ah. Verse 11. Gotta stop at 13. Wala'ah. Yakala. Slakia. Yakawa. Hakara. Slakia. Hakara Tamayam. La'amad. Lapanya. Masha'ah. Mapanya. Hashakayan. Kaya. Hayaha. Hashakayan. Bakarata. Bakarata ma. Slakia. Wabakal. Matazarium. Wayakwa Tazakwa. Yahweh. Ath. Labah. Bara'ith. Wala'ah. Shammai. Alahayim. Kashar. Dabar. Yahweh. Al. Mashah. Verse 13. Wayamar. Yahweh. Al. Mashah. Hashakam. Babakura. Wahayat Tazabah. Lapanya. Para'aya. Wahamarath. Alahaya. Ka'ah. Amor. Yahweh. Alahaya. Hatazabarayam. Shalak. Ath. Amaya. Wayai Badanaya. Yep, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 9 and verse 13. Chapter 9 and verse 8. And the Most High said unto Moses and unto Aaron, take to you handfuls of ashes of the furnace, and let Moses sprinkle it toward the heaven in the sight of Pharaoh, and it shall become small dust in all the land of Egypt, and shall be a boil breaking forth with blains upon man and upon beast throughout all the land of Egypt.
So once again, this is the Lord giving specific instructions about what he wants done. So Moses and Aaron took the ash and put it in the air. Like our people, you putting weed and cigarettes and all that stuff in the air. The white man is putting pollution all through the air, is killing you. Right? But this is something that the Lord instructed Moses to do. So they took the ashes from the furnace and put it in there. And it came. Y'all ever seen a boil before? You think about men walking around with knots with pus coming out of them. Women walking around with knots and pus all over their bodies. Because of, go ahead.
Good night. Verse 10. And they took ashes of the furnace and stood before Pharaoh. And Moses sprinkled it up toward heaven, and it became a boil breaking forth with blains upon man and upon beast. Verse 11.
Not only upon the man, also upon the animal, the cattle. You're stricken with this. Could you imagine? You won't touch nothing, walk around with knots all on it. You think about it. This is supposed to be your livelihood. How you eating? Right. The Lord is plaguing your food. Would you want to eat something with knots and pulse? You know what I'm saying? Gushing out of it. You know what I'm saying? Imagine trying to cut into an animal and you seeing all this on his skin. Go ahead.
And the magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils. For the boils was upon the magicians and upon all the Egyptians. Verse 12.
Right. So upon all the Egyptians. So if the thing that they was into wasn't working. It wasn't working. So all the things, this the God that we serve. We serve the God that is telling you in this history, there is nothing that can stand up against him.
That's right.
Not a damn thing. It ain't nothing that can stand up against the Lord, man. He's calling. All people put value and so much emphasis on things that are in the world. We serve a God that would destroy that if he blink with a snap of a finger. And he'll use the things that you've been living with your whole life to destroy you. To destroy this empire. 1 hour, this place will be destroyed.
That's right.
So while you marvel at the places like the Golden Gate Bridge or the you see how long that the Twin Towers took to fall?
Right.
The Lord will make it happen faster than that. You understand? The city of New York is a great, vast city. All the metropolitans all across the nation. The Lord said this place is going to fall within an hour, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. Verse 12, and the Most High hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not unto them, as the Most High had spoken unto Moses. Verse 13, and the Most High said unto Moses, rise up early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh, and say unto him, thus saith the Most High power of the Hebrews, let my people go, that they may serve me.
He said, once again, you go tell Pharaoh what God is doing this. Who is the God that's doing this? The God of who? The Hebrews, man. That's who's doing it. That's showing real power. He wants you to know that I'm the one that's afflicting you. Let my people go that they may serve me.
Right. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 9, verse 14. Kaya, Bapa'ayim, Haza'ath, Anayah, Shalak, Ath, Kal, Magapathia, Al, Labak, Waba'ai, Barayak, Waba'amak, Ba'ai Bawar, Thada'ai, Kaya, Ayan, Kamanya, Bakal, Arataza, Kaya, Aitha'a, Shalakthia, Ath, Yadaya, Wa'at, Slaki, Wa'ak, Wa'ak, Haza'ak, Wa'ath, Aimak, Barabar, Wathakakad, Man, Ha'arataza, Wa'awalam, Ba'abayara, Za'ath, Ha'imadath Yak, Ba'ibawara, Hara'ath, Hathak, Ath, Kakaya, Slacking. Oop, my bad, Slacking. I'm in verse 14 to 20, 18, Slacking. Lost my place, Slacking. 18. Hold on, let me go back up. Was it 18, 13, 14? Hold on 1 second, Slocky, sir. 18. Hananaya, Mama Sayawar, Ka'ith, Makara, Barad, Kabad, Ma'ad, Ashar, La'ah, Hayaha, Kama'awa, Bama Tazayam, Laman, Hayawam, Hawasada, Wa'ai, Aitha'ah, verse 19. Wa'aitha'ah, Shalak, Ha'izah, Ath, Makwanak, Wa'ath, Kal, Ashar, Lakah, Saki, yeah, Lakah, Bashada'ah, Kal, Ha'adam, Wa'a Baharam, Ashar, Yamataza'ah, Bashada'ah, Wala'ah, Ya.I.S.U.P.K, Habayatha, Wayarad, Alaham, Habarad, Wamathwa, verse 20. Hayara'ah, Ath, Debar, Yahweh, Ma'abadayah, Para'ai, Hanayas, Ath, Ibadayawa, Wa'ath, Makwa Nahaiwa, Al, Haba'athium. The book of Exodus, chapter 9 and verse 14. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth.
There's none like the Most High. Go ahead.
15. For now I will stretch out my hand, that I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth.
And what did this mean? I mean, all the connections that they had in the earth. Y'all gotta remember, Egypt was much like America. Egypt was much like Rome, like Greece. These places was known for trade. You can go into these places and exchange whatever that you had and be able to receive funds that go back and continue doing whatever that you need to do in the earth. That was Egypt. Egypt was well known. People still marvel at Egypt today, but guess what the Lord did to it? He struck it down. He hit it with pestilence and plagues. Small things. But the Lord know what he's doing. Read on.
Come. Verse 16. And in every deed for this cause have I raised thee up.
The Lord did what?
And in very deed for this cause have I raised thee up.
The Lord said, for truly, and for you to be great, I raised you up just to do this to you. So when you think about this place that we call America, or the European Empire, or anything that is controlled by the Edomites, the nation of Edom, all the great nations that they rule over and receive all the benefits from, you know what I'm saying? Guess what? The Lord has allowed them to be in this position just to be what? To be brought down to the earth, man. Same thing that happened in Egypt. Go ahead.
Come. For to show in thee my power, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth.
Right, throughout the whole earth. And in heaven, you know what I'm saying? The angels and the beasts of heaven are calling out holy, holy, holy all day long to the Most High, man. Calling out to the real God of this earth. And we out here playing. The Lord going to destroy this empire within an hour.
That's right.
And for you out there, you're gonna mess around and you're gonna die with that goddamn pork chop hanging out the side of your lips.
Right.
Because you refuse to listen to the preaching prophets of the Lord and to send the I.S.U.P.K. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 17. As yet exalteth thou thyself against my people, that thou wilt not let them go.
Right. So that's what happened in this empire today. The oppressor that's in the earth, he exalts himself over us to be our God, man. So much so that was I'm sidebar. We gotta get through this, but that was a story about Shaquille O'Neal, and he said he would. I forgot what he said. He was in the hospital. Something happened to him, and he woke up and he said he seen a white hand on his chest, and he says, "God." Could you imagine that? The psyche of Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians to see the one that's been oppressing us for more than 400 years to be our God.
Right.
He exalts himself to be our God, to be like God. That's the spirit of a devil, man.
That's right.
That's being deceived.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Come, verse 18. Behold, tomorrow about this time I will cause it to rain a very grievous hail, such as hath not been in Egypt since the foundation thereof, even unto now. Verse 19. Send therefore now and gather thy cattle and all that thou hast in the field, for upon every man and beast which shall be found in the field and shall not be brought home, the hail shall come down upon them, and they shall die. Verse 20. He that feared the word of the Most High among the servants of Pharaoh made his servants and his cattle flee into the houses.
What is the Most High doing right here? If you're out there listening online, we're gonna keep pushing, you know what I'm saying, because of time. But I want y'all to type in the chat, what is the Most High cutting off right here? He cut Egypt off from the world, but what is he doing? This is infrastructure. This is your economics that America places so much value in. This is your stock. Believe it or not, these are that's how the rich get rich. That's why the stock market is based on like monetary value and things that are called resources in the earth. And it dictates what people are placing value in, the rise and fall of it, how much is bought per day, how much is sold per day. And then they get an average, and the rich of America receive dividends and benefits from both the rise and fall of the stock. But you're the one that's investing in it when you go and purchase it. The Lord said, I'm going to cut these things off. At this time, it was the cattle working in the field, the buildings, everything that of value that people would do from day to day. Because of the hail that was coming, they couldn't do it. Right. They had to get in the houses, Kawal.
That's right.
So the Lord stopped that money for a day. Could you imagine COVID, Salakia, the 19 hit the earth and the whole earth stopped. And they needed people to believe in what was happening, so they began to give out stimulus checks. So when you tell me that you can't feed the poor or the homeless that's in America, that's a goddamn lie, man. Right. Because you did it when the Lord hit you with one of the plagues that come into America. And guess what? These same plagues that we faced and we understood that our God was bringing against Pharaoh, guess what? He's going to bring them same plagues against America as well. The Lord was tearing down the economic system of Egypt in that time. And he did it with hail, something that they understood, but he was bringing it at such a magnitude that had never been seen before. Right. Since the foundation of Egypt, man. That's right. You know, we've seen smallpox. We understand smallpox. Right. We understand diabetes. We understand high blood pressure. We understand gout. We understand cancer. We understand that the oppressor can't even figure out how to stop the coming cold. The Lord gonna bring something to this place that has never been seen before since the foundation of America, if I may. That's right. This is what happened to Egypt. And he raised this place up just so he can bring it down, so men may know that thou whose name alone art the most high over all the earth. That's man. Right. Keep reading, Kawal.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 9 and verse 21. Wa'ashar, la'ah, sham, labawa, al, dabar, Yahweh, wa'ai tazab, ath, Abada Yawah Wa'ath Makwana Hawa Bashada'a Wayamor Yahweh Al Masha'ah Nasa'ah Ath Yadaka Al Hashemayim Wayahaya Barad Bakal Rataza Matazaria Al Ha'adam Wa'al Habaha Maha Wa'al Kal I.S.U.P.K Hashada'a Ba'arataza Matazarium 23 Y.S.U.P.K Masha'ah Ath Matahawa Al Hashemayim Wayahawa Nathawan Qualath Wabarad Wathahalak Ash Arataza'ah Wayatara Yahweh Barad Al Arataza Matazarium 24 Wayahaya Barad Wa'ash Mashalakwakath Bathawak Habarad Kabad Ma'ad Ashur La'ah Hayaha Makahawa Bakal Arataza Matazarium Ma'at Slakia Ma'az Hayatha Lagawaya 25 Wayad Habarad Bakal Arataza Matazarium Ath Kal Ashur Ba'ada Ma'adam Wa'id Ba'ama'ah Wa'ath Kal I.S.U.P.K Hashada'ah Haka'ah Habarad Wa'ath Kal Itaza'ah Hashada'ah Shabara it's like it Shabar Rakwa Ba'arataza Goshen it's like it Ashar Sham Banaya Yashara Allah La'ah Haya'ah Barad 26 last one Wayashalak Payara'ah Wayakwara'ah Lamasha'ah Wala'ara'an Wayamor Alaham Hata'athia Hapa'ayam Yahweh Hatazadaya Slakia Hatazadayak Wa'ana'a Wa'amaya Harasha'ayam. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 9 and verse 21. And he that regarded not the word of the Most High, and he that regarded not the word of the Most High left his servants and his cattle in the field. And the Most High said unto Moses, stretch forth thine hand toward the heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man, upon beast, and upon every herb of the field, throughout the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched forth his rod toward heaven, and the Most High sent thunder and hail, and the fire ran along Slakia. And the fire ran along upon the ground, and the Most High rained hail upon the land of Egypt. Verse 24. So there was hail and fire mingled with the hail, very grievous, such as there was none like in all the land of Egypt since it became a nation.
Do y'all understand that? We've seen hail before in the earth, but you ain't never seen fire that is mingled with hail. The Lord, he don't play the radio, you hear me? He ain't nothing to play with. He telling, go ahead.
Kind of one kind. Verse 25. And the hail smote throughout all the land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast. And the hail smote every herb of the field and break every tree of the field. Verse 26.
So they didn't want to listen. So if you didn't know that the Most High was real, then guess what? When that fire hit you, it was it for you. It was curtains. It was curtains for you. It was curtain for the animals. It was curtain for the vineyards. It was curtain for the fig trees. It was curtains for everything that was outside. The Lord was destroying the infrastructure of Egypt, man. Think about it. This place was built up, and people marveled at Egypt, and the Lord destroyed it with hail. That's right. Mingled with fire. So much so that what? Read on, Kawal.
Verse 26. Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were, was there no hail. Was there no hail? Verse 27. And Pharaoh sent.
And if y'all didn't know, the land of Goshen was where the Israelites dwelled at. Right. I mean, and we were separate from the land of Egypt. Imagine seeing something in a 4-hour distance being you know what I'm saying, being destroyed right before your very eyes. And you know how we are, Kawal. Right. What the hell going on over there? Mm-hmm. But they knew that, guess what? They had a leader named Moses, Mashah, that was saying, like, guess what? The Lord is going to bring these things to Egypt. That's right. Just like Commander General YAHANNA is saying and have prophesied in the prophecies that he has said. If you understood, if you listen to the voice of Commander General YAHANNA, you will see that, guess what? The things that he said, they're happening right between they're happening right in front of your eyes. You can separate yourself from America and this empire, and you die right along the sheep, the cattle, the trees. You get all the plagues that's coming to this empire, or you can go back to your house. Your house meaning this place of refuge right here, this little place right here in I.S.U.P.K. Right. I know you don't like it. I know it ain't glorious like your mother's church. I know it ain't Manor House. You understand? Right. I know it ain't Solomon's Temple, the church that's on the side of the road. And I know it ain't AME Zion. I know it ain't that. But it's a place that belongs to you. You understand? That's right. Go ahead.
Verse 27. And Pharaoh sent and called for Moses and Aaron and said unto them, I have sinned.
He said what?
I have sinned.
Oh, it like Pharaoh been broke.
I have sinned this time. Mm-hmm. The Most High is righteous, and I and my people are wicked.
Uh-oh. There it goes. Mm-hmm. There it goes. He realized the righteousness of the Most High power versus what he's done to the children of Israel. That's right. This empire, they don't give a damn about you. They don't think about Black, Hispanics, Native Indians being special in the earth. But there's going to come a time where they're going to realize that, guess what? The people who we've been destroying, calling wetbacks, savages, dirty Sanchez, filthy Mexicans, niggas, Mondays, boy, yeah. Mm-hmm. There's gonna come a time where they realize, oh, we made a grave error. It's coming. It's coming. That's right. Salaki.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 9 and verse 28. Ha'ith Yah Slaka, Hayatha Yarawah, Al Yahweh, Warab, Mahayath, Qualath, Alahayim, Wabarad, Wa'ashalakah, Kaha, Athkam, Wala'ah, Thasaparawan, La'amad, Wayamar, Ala Yawa, Masha'ah, Katata'athia, Ath, Hayar, Aparash, Slakia, Ath, Kapaya, Al, Yahweh, Hakwalawath, Yakadalawan, Wayabarad, La'ah, Yahweh, Irad, Lama'ain, Thara'ai, Kaya, Layahawa, Ha'arataza, Wa'atha, Wa'ai Barayak, Yada'aithya, Kaya, Sara'ah, Saram, Thara'arayan, Mapaniah, Yahweh, Alahayim, Wa'apashatha, Wa'ashahayara, Nathaka, Kaya, Hasha'ira'ah, Abayab, Wahapash, Thaha, Gaba'al, Wahaka Sa'ah, Wahakasamath, La'ah, Nakawa, Kaya, Apalayath, Hana'ah, Wayataza'ah, Masha, Ma'ain, Para'ai, Ath, Ha'ayar, Wayaparash, Kapayawa, Al, Yahweh, Wayakarawa, Hakwalawath, Wabarad, Wamasar, La'ah, Nathak, Rataza, verse 34, Wayara'ah, Para'ai, Kaya, Kadal, Hamatar, Wahabarad, Wa'akwalath, Wa'yasap, Lakata'ah, Wa'yakabad, Labawa, Haya'ah, Wa'yabarawa. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 28. It's like it, chapter 9, verse 28. Entreat the Most High, for it is enough that there be no more mighty thunderings and hail, and I will let you go, and ye shall stay no longer. Verse 29.
Y'all got to get up out of here. I want no parts of. I understand the God that y'all serve now. I didn't take him serious, but now I really take him serious. Serious. Right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to get up out of here. Y'all go. Where you need to go?
Right.
Go ahead.
And Moses said unto him, as soon as I am gone out of the city, I will spread abroad my hands unto the Most High, and the thunder shall cease. Neither shall there be any more hail, that thou mayest know that the earth is the Most High's. Verse 30. But as for thee and thy servants, I know that ye will not fear the Most High power. And the flax and the barley was smitten, for the barley was in the ear, and the flax was bold. But the wheat and the rye were not smitten, for they were not grown up. And Moses went out of the city from Pharaoh and spread abroad his hands unto the Most High, and the thunders and hail ceased, and the rain was not poured upon the earth. Verse 34. And when Pharaoh saw that the rain and the hail and the thunders were ceased, he sinned yet more and hardened his heart, he and his servants.
Now, so like I didn't go into the flax, you know what I'm saying, and the barley. Yeah, y'all go check that out. Some of this, go read for yourself. We'll break it down, but you know what I'm saying, we kind of pressed for time right now. But go check out the difference between the flax and barley versus the wheat and rye, if I may, Baba Kashar. Go check it out. All right, look it up. Go do a little studying. You understand? This is your culture. This is history. You learn about damn Thomas Jefferson. Go learn the difference between flax and barley and wheat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go ahead.
The book of Exodus, chapter 9 and verse 35. Wayaka Zakwa Laba Paraiah Wala'ah Shalak Ath Baniyah Yasha'ala Ka'ashor Dabar Yahweh Bayad Masha'ah. Let's see, verse 1. The book of Exodus, chapter 10 and verse 1. Wayamar Yahweh Al Masha'ah Ba'ah Al Para'ai Kaya Aniyah Hakabad Thaya Ath Labawa Wa'ath Laba Abadayawa Lama'ai Shathaya Athia Alaha Bakorabo Bawa Walama'ai one. That's a par. Ba'azanaya Banayak Wabawan Banayak Ath Ashor Hatha'ai Lathaya Bamatazarayim Wa'ath Athaya Ashor Shemaya Slaki Shemathaya Bam Wadai Aitha Kaya Anaya Yahweh. Verse 3. Let's stop there. Verse 6. Okay. Wayaba'a Masha'ah Wa'aharan Al Paraya'ah Wayamarwa Alaya Kaya Amor Yahweh Alahaya Ha'abarayam I Mathaya Ma'anath La'ai Na'ath Mapanya Shalak Imaya Wayai Banaya Kaya Ma'am Athaha Lashalak Ath Imaya Hananaya Bamayam Makara Araba'a Bagadalak. Verse 6. Verse 5. What? Verse 5. Wakasa Ath Ayan Harataza Wala'ah Yabakal Lara'ath Ath Harataza Wa'akal Ath Yathor Hapalata'ah Hana Asharath Lakam Man Habarad Wa'akal Ath Kal Ha'atazah Mata Slaki Ha'atazama'ah Lakam Man, Hashada'ah, verse 6. Wamala'al, Bathayak, Wabathayah, Cow, Abadayak, Wabathayah, Cow, Matazarium, Ashur, La'ah, Ra'ara, Abathayak, Wabawath, Abathayak, Mayawam, Hayawatham, Al, Ha'adah, Hadamah, Aid, Hayawam, Haza'ah, Wayagan, Wayataza'ah, Ma'ayan, Gara'ai. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 9 and verse 35. Let me go back. And the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, neither would he let the children of Israel go.
Go ahead.
As the Most High had spoken by Moses.
So after all this, he done seen the fire and the hail mingle together. He still had his heart hardened. You understand? Read on.
Come. Verse book of Exodus, chapter 10 and verse 1. And the Most High said unto Moses, go in unto Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart and the heart of his servants, that I might show these my signs before him, and that thou mayest tell in the ears of thy son and of thy son's son what things I have wrought in Egypt.
Right. So instead of in the empire today, we don't tell our sons these stories of Egypt, except for in I.S.U.P.K. We don't say who the Lord is that has done this to Egypt. We say things like, son, you know what I'm saying? You know, go ahead and knock them all down. You know what I'm saying? We with the influences that we give our children, not the influences that the Lord told Moses that he was going to give our children, the ears. You understand? Generation after generation to teach about the power of the Lord and what he done against Egypt and Pharaoh in that time. We're not teaching that. We're teaching our children about damn Christmas stories. Right. The great Christmas stories, the first Thanksgiving. The lies that's what we're pushing to our babies nowadays. You don't want to be with them, make her have an abortion. You understand? Hit them and quit them, son. Those are the stories that we teaching our young boys, our next warrior class in the earth. Right. So now you got fathers not teaching their sons not a goddamn thing, and now you got Saucy Santana. Puff Daddy, vote or die. I'm a man. Hands up, don't shoot. Instead of talking about the victories that the Lord can have over our enemies, man. But it's coming though, because I.S.U.P.K is going to be that pillar that stands up and say the things that thus says the Lord, man. Right. Go ahead,
Khan. What things I have wrought in Egypt, and my signs which I have done among them, that ye may know how that I am the Most High. Verse 3. And Moses and Aaron came in unto Pharaoh and said unto him, thus said the Most High power of the Hebrews, how long wilt thou refuse to humble thyself before me? Let my people go, that they may serve me. Else, if thou refuse to let my people go, behold, tomorrow will I bring the locusts into thy coast. Verse 5. And they shall cover the face of the earth, that one cannot be able to see the earth. And they shall eat the residue of that which is escaped, which remaineth unto you from the hail, and shall eat every tree which groweth for you out of the field.
So Pharaoh thought he was slick. Pharaoh was like, you know what, man, y'all cut it out, man. So in his mind, he thinking, well, guess what? The hail and the fire don't stop, it'll grow back. It'll grow back. Your God, yeah, okay. Fire, it'll grow back. Lord said, okay. Not only did I just burn your stuff down to the ground, guess what? I'm gonna send the locusts to finish eating what the hail and the fire didn't finish doing. You're not even gonna be able to see the ground. Because in his mind, he think, you talk to a farmer today, what did they do? Well, they burn some of the shrubbery to make the hydrogen in the soil richer, right? Y'all ever seen that? Right. They burn it. So this is Pharaoh thinking like, oh yeah, I got their God figured out. This still oppressor. This is what he do too. Yeah, they God he ain't that serious. He thought he was doing something. Well, watch the earth regrow. Right. The Lord said, okay, boom, locust. Right. What now? Checkmate. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And they shall fill thy houses, and the houses of all thy servants, and the houses of all the Egyptians, which neither thy fathers nor thy fathers' fathers have seen since the day that they were upon the earth unto this day. And he turned himself and went out from Pharaoh. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 9.
That's
10,
funny.
Chapter 10.
You know what? That's funny. I Most High in Christ. Mm-hmm. As Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, seeing roaches is not something that's we understand roaches. You know what I'm saying? Right. And they have a way of creeping in every crevice. Right. I have yet to. I don't talk to a lot of devils anyway. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the slavery, but I've never had a conversation with too many that them said they understand roaches. You ever had a conversation? You ever had that? They may say water bugs or something like that, right. But I've never heard them talk about like roaches in like a plethora. You know what I'm saying? Right. Us, we know we got red roaches, you got black roaches, you got the long roaches, you got the short roaches, you got the tree roach. You know what I'm saying? You got the ones that come out when the light's off. You got the ones that they come out with the lights on. Right. I've never had a conversation with an oppressor about roaches, right? Right. I don't know. I don't know. And I said that only because to say this. They don't understand that. I don't meet too many oppressors that really, and if they do, they probably live in our communities. You understand? Right, of course. But the other part about it is they didn't understand this locust either. They didn't understand this locust. So the Lord, not only did he put it in the field, he put it in the houses. Good night. The Lord plagues the oppressor every day that we don't even realize it. Right. Do you remember when they used to have them lice inspections at school? Yeah. Y'all remember that? Who they used to look at their head and see who had lice on them out? Yeah. You ain't never got inspected for no lice in your hair. Right, yeah, God. So the Lord can send a plague to oppress a man that will have his head full of lice out. Right. The Lord can send a plague specifically for that alone. That's right. So while you dyeing your goddamn hair blonde, trying to be the next goddamn Marilyn Monroe, just know the Lord can send a plague to the oppressor. You be like, you know what? I may just need to leave my hair alone. That's right. Maybe I should stop putting these goddamn. Let me just leave that alone. So that way you can see. Let me get on back over here to my afro. Let me get back on over here to my braids. Right. And then they'll understand the power of the Most High, man. Just like they seen them damn locusts all in their beds, in their houses, every damn where. You look outside, they all outside. So like this is the last one. Come. The book of Exodus, chapter 10 and verse 7. Marwa Abadayah Paraayaha Hayalawa Aid Mathaya Yahweh Sake Yaha Za'ah Lanawa Lama Wakwash Shalak Ath Ha'anashayam Wayabariwa Ath Yahweh Alahayam Hataram Thada'ai Kaya Abadeha Matazarium, verse 8.
Washab, Ath, Masha'ah, Wa'ath, Aharon, Al, Paraha, Wayamar, Alahayim, Lakawa, Abadawa, Ath, Yahweh, Alahayakam, Maya, Yamaya, Hahalakayam, Wayamor, Masha'ah, Bana'ai, Raya Nayawa, Wabaza, Kwanayam, Nalak, Bamana, Slakia, Babana Nayawa, Wabanawath Nawa, Batazawa, Bataza Anawa, Wabakwa Nayawa, Nalak, Kaya, Kaga, Yahweh, Lanawa, verse 10, Wayamar, Alahayim, Yahaya, Khan, Yahweh, Imakam, Kashor, Ashalak, Athkam, Wa'ath, Sapakam, Ra'awa, Kaya, Ra'aya, Nagar, Slake, Nagad, Panayakam, La'a, Kal, Lakawa, Na, Hagabarayam, Wa'abarawa, Ath, Yahweh, Kaya, Atha, Atham, Mabakwashayam, Wayagayarash, Atham, Ma'ath, Panaya, Para'ai, verse 12, Wayamor, Yahweh, Al, Masha'ah, Nasa'ah, Yadak, Al, Rataza, Matazorium, Ba'arabah, Waya'al, Al, Rataza, Matazorium, Wayakal, Ath, Kal, Ashab, Rataza, Ath, Kal, Ashor, Hasha'ara, Habarad, verse 13, Wayasap, Slaki, Wayas, Slaki, Wayata, Masha'ah, Ath, Matahawa, Al, Rataza, Matazorium, Yahweh, Nahag, Rawak, Quadayam, Ba'arataza, Kal, Hayawam, Hahawaya, Wakal, Halayaha, Habakwar, Hayaha, Wayarak, Hakwadayam, Nasha'ah, Ath, Ha'arabah. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 10 and verse 7. And Pharaoh's servant said unto him, how long shall this man be a snare unto us? Let the men go, and they may serve the Most High their power. Knowest thou not yet that Egypt is destroyed?
Pharaoh, don't you know if you don't let these folks go, they're going to destroy Egypt, man. Mr. President, Madam Secretary, do you not know if you don't stop fooling with us, America will be destroyed, man? I know you got censorship all over the internet and the airways, but the Lord going to allow the words to be heard throughout the whole planet Earth with us just doing our job as preaching prophets of the Lord. we go out and we speak to the dry bones of the nation of Israel. The word of the Lord has always been carried throughout the earth.
Right.
Go ahead.
Come on. Verse 8. And Moses and Aaron were brought again unto Pharaoh, and he said unto them, go and serve the Most High your power, but who are they that shall go? And Moses said, we will go with our young and with our old, with our sons and with our daughters, with our flocks and with our herds. We will go, for we must hold a feast unto the Most High.
So he asked, like, who gonna do the work if all y'all leave? You see what the empires have always been concerned with? You staying in the goddamn kitchen. Right. You staying in the fields. You staying in the factories doing the work. All the other nations that have been on top of us are only concerned with us doing their work, man. Right. Who should go? We all gonna go. The children, the grown folks, the old and the cows, the dogs and everything else that come along with us. Right. We all going to serve our Lord, man.
That's right.
Who gonna cook my Taco Bell? Who gonna work in my factories? They're always gonna be a working class of any empire.
Right.
But what's gonna happen is once we get on top, all the other nations gonna be our working class. Huh? That's fair, isn't it?
That's right.
Go ahead, Cole.
Come on, verse 10. And he said unto them, let the Most High be with you, so I will let you go, and your little ones. Look to it, for evil is before you. Not so. Go now, ye that are men, and serve the Most High, for that ye did desire. And they were driven out from Pharaoh's presence. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thine hand over the land of Egypt.
The Lord said, nah, Moses. Nope.
Right.
This is what I need you to do. I heard what he said, but do this though. Read on.
Stretch out thine hand over the land of Egypt for the locusts, that they may come up upon the land of Egypt and eat every herb of the land, even all that the hail had left. And Moses stretched forth his rod over the land of Egypt, and the Most High brought an east wind upon the land all that day and all that night. And when it was morning, the east wind brought the locust. That's it on that.
And with that, Amadi.
Just up here, stop.
I.S.U.P.K. So up in Yahweh, that means stand and turn for the east. We're gonna do the prayers in the Hebrew and in English.
Yeah, I got you. No, yeah, that's last. It's the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malatuka, Taba'ah, Ratazayik, Hayah, Aisha, Baratza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalak, Hasalak, Wala'ah, Tabi'ah, Wanasaya, Abal, Hawashai, Mayan, Right, Kaya, Laka, Waha'ala, Wa'apar, Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
that will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, and we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
So be it. The prayer for the power. Yahweh. By Hashem Yahawashi. Baba Kasha. The thunder now. I.S.U.P.K. Lakak. Larpa'ah. Wakal Makala. Wakal Madawa. I.S.U.P.K. Latahar. Hamatazarium. I.S.U.P.K. Lahakwim. Hamathium. I.S.U.P.K. Arakawath. Hatama'ala. Lagarashan. By Hashem Yahawashi. The water Aman.
In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahawashi, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahawashi. Thank you. So be it.
So be it. So blessed is Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahawashi? Why Maka'ala? Why Alahayim? Watazabah Ya'ah. Alawap Yahanna. Alawapya. Hayasarayim. Hakwatazayoya. Hakwayoyo. Why Wathian? Yahweh. Why Shimi Yahawashi? What Aman.
In English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahawashi, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahawashi, thank you. So be it.
So be it. This is Psalms 121 in Hebrew. I.S.U.P.K. Ayanyan, Ahaharium, Mahayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ain, Ya'awa, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'aratiza, Ayathan, Lamawat, Ragalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamas, Lahakayaka, Lahakayaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makarai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Wabawa'aka, Mayatha, Wa'ad Ayalam.
In English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help coming from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, for this time forth and even forevermore.
This is Psalms 83. Alahayim, Adamayalaka, Al Takarash, Wa Al Tashakwat, Al Kayahana, Awabyaka, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Amaka, Ya'armwa, Sabada, Wayatha, Ya'at Tazawa, Al Tazawapanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wakakiram, Magawaya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Awada, Kaya, Naiwataza, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Barayath, Yakarathwa, Alahaya, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alamaya, Mawa'aba, Wahagaria, Gabal, Wayamawan, Wayamalak, Palashath, Amishabia, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labaya Lawat, Selah, Ashilaham, Kamadian, Kasasara, Kayabian, Banakar, Kwashwan, Ashamadwa, Bayandayara, Hayawa, Daman, Lahadama, Shayathamwa, Narayamawa, Kayarab, Wakazabah, Wakazabak, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, Kana and Samwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nairashah, Lanawa, Ath, Nayawath, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shalathamwa, Kagaugala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Kaash, Ira, Wakalaba, Talahat, Harayam, Kamtar Datma, Basa Iraka, Wabasa, Wapathka, Tabahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shimka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabalawa, Ayai, Wayakaparwa, Wayabalawa, Wa'adayawa, Kayahata, Shakam, Yahweh, Labatka, Ayawan, Al Kaharataza.
Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yashala may be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They are hope in the children of Lot. Selah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, and to Sincere, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kason, where perish the Endor. They came at dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Harel and like Zaire, yea, all their princes, and as Abiah, as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel that stumble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flame set his mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So, sisters, be seated. Yeshua. All right. Men of Israel, gird up thy loins, prepare to salute the Torah. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
All right, sisters shall be seated. Men of Israel, Madiam. We're going to bring the one curse to the teacher. Men of Israel, Madiam Shabbat, Madiam, Barak. Yajamata, Sar, Turf, sisters. Sisters of Madiam. Men of Israel, Madiam Shabbat, Madiam, Barak. Yajamata, class dismissed.